Raleigh, N.C., AP, North Carolina judges struck down the state's latest photo voter identification law on Friday, agreeing with minority voters that Republicans rammed through rules tainted by racial bias as a way to remain in power. They said the law intentionally discriminates against black voters, violating their equal protections. The law was motivated at least in part by an unconstitutional intent to target African American voters, Superior Court judges Michael Afoluta and Vince Rozier wrote in their 100-page majority opinion. Other, less restrictive voter ID laws would have sufficed to achieve the legitimate non-racial. The law remains unenforceable with this ruling. With a similar lawsuit in federal court set to go to trial this January and another state court lawsuit now on appeal, it's looking more unlikely that a voter ID mandate for in-person and absentee balloting will happen in the 2022 elections. The ruling reflects how the state's Republican-controlled legislature undeniably implemented this legislation to maintain its power by targeting voters of color, said Allison Riggs, the plaintiff's lead attorney. Spokespersons for Republican legislative leaders, House Speaker Tim Moore and Senate Leader Phil Berger, didn't immediately respond to email requests for comment. GOP legislative leaders have tried for a decade to require photo IDs to cast ballots. Republicans have said voter ID laws are needed to build public confidence in elections and to prevent voter fraud, which remains rare nationwide. But many Democrats see the mandates as attempts at voter suppression. In July 2016, a federal appeals court struck down several portions of a 2013 North Carolina elections law that included a voter ID mandate, saying GOP lawmakers had written them with almost surgical precision to discourage voting by black voters, who tend to support Democrats. The 2013 law was carried out briefly in 2016 primary elections. GOP legislative leaders and their attorneys disagreed, saying the latest ID rules were approved with substantial Democratic support and improved to retain ballot access while ensuring only legal citizens can vote.